Alright, what is up, Transformer fans? It's the VBuild and review of Transformers Construct Bots Wave 2 Elite Class Wheeljack. And when I say Wave 2 Wheeljack, I do mean that. Wheeljack was originally in the Wave 1 with Soundwave as his case companion. Sorry, I'm a little sick, so if you hear me cough, that's what it is. But he was re-released in Wave 2 with an updated part type thing, and I will show that. Sorry, I was locking my chair so it won't squeak. I will show that later, but there are only a few minor differences between the Wave 1 and the Wave 2 Wheeljack. Boxes are exactly the same, except for the Wave 2 has a clear lid on the stackable container instead of the transparent red. It is just a clear thing. But anyway, here's the endoskeleton that is the same as all the others. It's black and gray, and so that's the same as it's always been. So we'll go ahead and start building Wheeljack. And what you want to do is you want to take his feet and you just put them on like that. There you go. Now you can stand him up. And then you take these little lower leg pieces and you want to put the vents down at the bottom. And then for his thighs, you want to take these more hollow ones. So you see this one is a little bit more bulky and this one's a little bit more hollow. This more hollow one, you can see the difference there. This one is the more hollow one and it goes on the thigh. Right there. And it just clips on over top and it kind of bulks up the leg a little bit. And I like the way it does. So you clip right here. So now the legs are done and you can take the arms and fold them down. And then these bigger pieces go on his shoulders. That. Then you take his arm gauntlet here and you plug it on. Then you can take his hand like so. And then similarly on the other side you take his hand, plug it on, and his arm piece. And then you take the black little short stubby one and you clip it on right here under the base of the torso. Put the Autobot symbol right here in the hole on the chest, straighten it up, and it just snaps on right here and folds down like that. Then you take this longer black piece and it plugs onto the back here. Then this piece plugs on here. Then this folds down. That. Alright, then you take the head, and it looks really nice, by the way. It's the same as it was in the original. There's nothing really different about it. Focus. 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 The lighting is throwing it off here. There. There it goes. Now it looks a whole lot better. So, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put it on because it's really difficult to get on the Wheeljack head. It's very difficult to put on. So I'm going to have to do it manually behind the scenes, of course. So now you're just going to, ow, that hurt. Yeah, I'm having some difficulty back here. So you can just listen to me talk. I know how you're probably like, oh yeah, lucky me, yay. Come on, Wheeljack's head. Oh, alright, I got it on there. And Wheeljack's head actually kind of has a neck molded in, so it doesn't really look like he's just got a floating head, which is pretty legit, because Wheeljack is cool. So there's that, and there he is in his robot mode. Pretty neat. He's white and black and gray. So then, to build his little armaments, The wheels are the same. You just kind of plug and snap right in there, and it goes in the bottom right here. And then you take another wheel and you go right at this, pop it in. Then it goes on this little fender piece. Bloop. And that goes on this like here. And then that plugs into the back of his arm. And then you take this little thingamadobob, and it goes, the flat side is going to face towards his back, and so it plugs onto the back of this. So that's like a spoiler, but it's also a little bit of extra armament. And then this is the same thing. I've just already built this one. And it goes on like so. And then you take his other wheel, you put it down here. And then you take this gun and you plug this onto it. Then this goes on his back and it points up like in G1. And he has two of them, but since it's like G1, I'm only going to have one pointing up because I'm weird like that. Sorry. And then you take these little thingies, you plug them on the side of his arms, of his shoulders, and then he comes with a gun. And you plug the gun in right here, and there you have Wheeljack in his robot mode. Now, what I was talking about, the major difference between this and the first wave, excuse me, is that these arm pieces here, and basically everything on the arm that you see that's silver except for this arm swivel was black on the wave 1. And the reason for that is I'm assuming it was an error in the production process, because Vangelis did a demonstration with a Hasbro representative, and the original test that they had, the test copy of Wheeljack that came in the Wave 1 box had the silver bits instead of the black, and the official photography is also silver instead of black. So this is the accurate version of Wheeljack. The Wave 2, if you see a Wheeljack with a translucent plastic cover instead of the translucent red, it's just the clear cover, that's the accurate Wheeljack. Okay, and so now we're going to transform him, and basically what you want to do is you want to go ahead and first and foremost pull off the gun and the Autobot symbol. And the Autobot symbol you're just going to flip around and plug it in right here on his back, because that's going to end up being the front of the car. And then what you want to do is you want to take the chest, of course, and flip it down. His head, if you can see it, tucks all the way in. This closes up. These guns come forward. They kind of point straight up. And then the hood of the car actually lifts and plugs in, and just kind of, it makes a really nice seam right there. Then you drop the waist down, spin it 180 degrees, try not to knock that piece off like I did, and bend him at the legs like he's sitting down. Put them together, twist the feet, and then interlock them, and then I just tend to straighten them up a little bit. The arms bend. Come down here and tab into the legs. Hands flip up. The wheel comes around, spins 180 degrees. You kind of lock it into place there. Comes down, spin it around, lock it into place, straighten it up. Flip these little guards back around to here, like so. And then you can take the gun and set it right on top. And there's Wheeljack in his car mode. A very neat looking car mode, very Cybertronian. It looks a lot like he's his Cybertronian form. I don't like leaving the gun up there. These two guns are okay. I wish there was somewhere for them to go where they weren't just sticking up like this, but that's really the only place for them to go, unless you want to lay them down or arch them back like this. But other than that, the guns are going to have to be sitting forward. Other than that, I really like the spoiler, and I think the main advantage between having the updated Wheeljack is that with the older version, the first version with the inaccurate black bits, this whole back section would have been muted out. It would have all just kind of blurred together, and it wouldn't have looked good at all. So I'm really glad that I got the newer one with the gray pieces. That's actually accurate to how it's supposed to be. So it definitely carries back a little bit, and it brings out this whole back section instead of just making it all black and having it all blur together back here. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Wheeljack. I really like him. Soundwave is probably my favorite of the two elites, just because of how well Soundwave does with pieces. But Wheeljack definitely is a really good elite. Anyway, thank you for viewing this video, and goodbye.